Around the world, the Nutcracker ballet is often a child's first introduction to the classical dance style. Beginning as early as 4 or 5 years old, the youngest dancers in training usually earn their first roles on stage as mice or angels in the show. These dancers grow up to take on larger roles such as Clara, the main character in the ballet. I got the chance to speak to some of these student dancers about what it's like to finally take on the iconic roles they've longed for years. This is a day in the life for a night at the Nutcracker. For many dancers, the various roles in Tchaikovsky's ballet represent milestones in their dance career, a way to measure their growth like pencil marks on a doorframe. For 14-year-old Elizabeth Shaw and Jaiya Bindingnavele, Clara was a dream role they had worked toward for years. Elizabeth shares how she felt when auditioning for the part in September.
It's always a bit different every year. They usually have those who have been Clara step aside, and then those who haven't, you go in the center and you learn a Clara combination, and then you perform it. What I was scared about was messing up the moves because I was more confident in the acting. Because you have to do acting, memorize the moves, and perform and act like you are on stage. So it was nerve-wracking to say at the beginning, but once you're there, you usually the nerves go away because you're more concentrated, at least for me.
Jaiya says for her, remembering Clara's childlike wonder helps bring the role to life.
For the thing that they always tell us is that we're 14, but they always tell us Clara is a young girl. She's 10 years old, so that's the whole point is you're a young girl who got a Nutcracker out of 20 different kids. You're the one that got it, so you're just so happy and excited.
While many were still thinking up their Halloween costumes, Corpus Christi ballet dancers began Nutcracker rehearsal in early October. Up until opening night, dancers like Elizabeth and Jaiya added weekend rehearsals to their typical 8-hour school days and standard dance classes. Tim Miller, who plays Clara's magical godfather, Drosselmeyer, says witnessing the dancers' dedication and growth is one of the most fulfilling parts of participating every year.
I've worked with, I believe now, 5 different professional dancers as they were younger and then grew up and went on to dance professionally in different companies. So that makes my heart swell a little bit because they just become amazing people with the dedication of dance, being at rehearsal every day instead of out on the streets running around. It's just, it's a discipline for them, and it helps them in their future lives.
Thank you to Elizabeth, Jaiya, and Tim for offering a glimpse into the milestones for a dancer, no doubt continuing the tradition of inspiring the next generation to achieve their dreams. Next time on A Day in the Life, you know the music, you love the dance. Now meet the dancers who play the Sugar Plum Fairy and her Cavalier in Corpus Christi Ballet's Nutcracker. I'm Emily Salazar.